All right, up next, we got a nice, interesting, very tight bout from the south of America. We got Trevin Giles versus Bevon Lewis. Give us a little more information on this one.
Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those fights where Trevin Giles, he won a close split decision against James Krause. And James Krause, I mean, if you know me and we've talked fights, you know how I feel about James Krause. I think that's a pretty good win. At the end of the day, I really think Lewis has that underrated, 7-2 overall, 1-2 UFC record. He kind of brings that raw talent to the UFC, but I think when Darren Stewart and Uriah Hall are your losses, you kind of have that edge on your shoulder. What really kind of shocks me is I feel like a lot of black fighters are fighting each other these days, and I don't know how to feel about that. Right
I didn't want to say it. You said it. I didn't want to say it. Man, I felt the same way.
And I don't know what it is. And I had one of these conspiracy theories where I thought, well, maybe they're just trying to make sure that there's not as many in the UFC, so there's like a limited quota, Maybe there's a lot of good
They
guys.
eliminate each other.
Yeah, I don't know if this is arable, but I mean, right now we got another one. And so we're looking at a fight where I just think from an overall, comparison, I think Giles might have even deserved that win. So I'm going to give him the edge as a favorite here. I think he has enough UFC experience. I think he has what it takes to at least make this a brawl, which makes my initial thought process here about a -180 to a -220 favorite. So I don't think he can be much more than that.
This fight is actually a straight pick'em.
Yeah, I totally.
No favorite.
Yeah, and to be honest, if there was a fight on this entire card that I would say, Pies, I have no clue who I would take in this fight, this is the one I would say. And the only reason I gave that -220 was because if you look at it, who James Krause is and who some of the people he's fought, you might have to give him that edge. But like we said, with this black versus black UFC fighting, we've seen him kind of take a couple losses against really, really good fighters when it comes to Bevon Lewis. So,
yeah, the credibility is there for sure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the last guy he fought definitely just beat an old ass Anderson Silva in prime time. So we'll see how these guys go. And so
how credible that really is.
well, this is a pick'em, so I mean, it is what it is. We'll see if we actually have any kind of leans or anything like that, but it makes sense to me, man.